have some like snowboard items here. That I wanted to tap on and show you guys. I don't have everything with me in my room. A lot of my snowboarding gear is in like away in my garage or something. I only take out a certain amount of gear every year. So this is the gear that I have pulled out for this season just because I'm not living up by the mountain anymore, so I don't have that luxury of going whenever I want. I will probably do that next year again, but once again, I want to give a big thank you to Monica, and I'm so happy that you are learning how to snowboard and that you're interested in it. A lot of people don't go for snowboarding, or they do more so like skiing, which that's completely fine, but snowboarding is really where the fun is at, in my opinion. So I'm happy that you're getting into it. Okay, I guess I'll start with the gloves first. These gloves. The brand is, I still don't know how to pronounce this brand to this day, but Takine or Takine. They're a popular brand. I wouldn't say in like the snowboarding industry so much. I would say like Volcom and Burton and Salomon, they dominate a lot more than this. But this brand is still amazing though. So it's got this fun little print on them. And it says, "Giving hugs since 1989, even though I hug no one that I don't know. I don't even hug my friends. So I bought these in, so I actually lost a glove. Or no, I didn't lose a glove. The gloves that I had, which I still do have, I just don't have them with me. My hands were freezing. It was like a powder day. My hands were so cold, and the gloves that I had were mitts. So these are mitts when it has no fingers. And I feel like if you're a true snowboarder, you should be wearing mitts. At least that's what I've seen all of the pros wear. And they also keep your hands a lot warmer than the finger gloves. So I highly recommend getting a mitt. But yeah, I bought these on the mountain, like at the shop, because my hands were so cold and I couldn't tolerate it any longer. When your hands are cold on the mountain, it's like a different type of pain. Like it burns on powder days. So yeah, these are my gloves that I love oh so dearly. They're kind of newer, as you can see. They're not really scuffed or dirty from me doing like drags with my hand. But I like them because they're mainly black and white, and then they have that tan leather, so it's really clean look in my opinion. I like clean looks. So, my gloves, everyone. So these, I bought these on a powder day. I think I bought these together. I bought these together for sure, and they've got fingerprints all over guess I threw them in my car on a snow day. So if you are gonna keep your gear in the car, I would only recommend leaving like clothes or beanies or clavas, which I'll show you what that is. Also, like your helmet. That's the only stuff I would leave in the car. If you leave wet goggles in, it will like freeze overnight in between the lenses. So like the snow that gets up here will drip down into the lens and really mess up your riding the next day and for a couple days thereafter, because that water's just dried inside. So yeah, I bought these on a day where I left my other glasses or goggles in the car and I could not see jack out of them. And I picked these out because they're yellow, and my favorite color is yellow, and they have such a cute design on the side. That is so cute. Those are my goggles. Alright, I'm gonna start answering questions. I'll tap on like a beanie or make some beanie sounds. I've been snowboarding for, let's see, it was like 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, that feels too long. Maybe 2016. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. So like 6 years. I never did it when I was younger. I think I skied when I was younger. But yeah, 6 years. I love doing it. It's my favorite sport ever. It is also probably the most, like the hardest hobby that I have, because snowboarding is really like a workout and I have a Balaclava now. This is a Balaclava. The one that I have is by RAINN. RAINN is a good brand for boarding. They're pretty expensive though. But a Balaclava is something, so you put it over your head, and they have sizes of hoods, so you can get a really big hood to fit over your helmet, or you can get a smaller hood to fit more of your head. And then it's got, you know, this neck, so this is where my face is. This protects my neck. You can tighten these, so you can tighten it to your face. And then this little piece is kind of like that, that piece that goes right here to protect your mouth. I don't know why it won't focus. To protect your mouth from the like really cold wind and stuff. And a lot of people will have like a turtle guard situation, but this is cool because it connects to my goggles. Watch this. Oh no. It is magnetic to my goggles, which is really hard to do like this, but can you guys see? So it doesn't move as I ride, or if I'm like sweating and then when I want it off I just pull it down and it'll unmagnet. If you're gonna start getting into boarding, I highly recommend you get a RAINN combo like this. These goggles are also RAINN, and they are specifically designed to have that magnetic technology at the bottom. So yeah, those are pretty cool. Like, see, these ones are Smiths. These ones are Smiths. And Smith is a good brand, don't get me wrong, but a lot of their stuff is where like beginners would go because they have a lot of affordable options, which is perfectly fine. There's no problem with that. I just think more of the people who have been boarding for a longer amount of time, at least like style boarders, so people who like me like riding with like a little bit of style to them, you know, so like really cool graphic hoodies that are big, and then like big pants, a beanie, just like style riders. I don't know how to explain it. This is my helmet, nothing fun. It's got a bunch of scratches all over it from me literally almost dying. My clip got lost because I fell so hard on the back of my head one time. Like, I fell backwards, I caught an edge, and the clip went somewhere. One of the ear things is broken. I need a new helmet. But it's saved me on a lot of falls. Once you get the hang of your carving and your transitions and switch, then you really start to like experiment with like spins and jumps are my favorite, and it's so fun to like start realizing like you're actually good at something. At least in my eyes. Like, I've always been a person to watch like Olympic sports and swimming and running and long jumping. Like, I've watched everything, and like horse riding, and I'm like, dang, like, wouldn't it feel so good to be good at a sport? And snowboarding is honestly, you don't even have to be good at it. It's just so enjoyable, and it makes you feel so like free and fun that I think it's why it's my favorite, and I can never get tired of it, and I'll do it every day of my life. I'm gonna go get my snowboard, and that's the last thing I'll tap on for you guys. Okay, last item that I've brought out of the absolute darkness of my closet is the snowboard that I'm currently riding. This one is a Burton, oh my god, I don't even know the name of my own board. Let's see. Talent Scout, that's what it's called. Burton Talent Scout. And this board is fairly new. It's like a year old, so I would consider that pretty new. So it's half black, and then the other half, which you can't see, is all white. So, half black, half white. And it's got just a nice, simple, like 3-color design in the middle, which I love. It's got the like trail system for your bindings, your slide system, I forget what it's called. So I can slide these wherever I want instead of having to do like the 8 screws that normal bindings come with, and then union bindings. So this is my board. The back of it just says Burton on the end. It kind of looks like a beginner board. I hit like the side of a rail, and it really messed up the bottom, like almost to the point where it went in my board, like into the wood and rocks as well. So Monica, I will tell you one thing. If anyone watching this video is ever looking to get their own snowboard, just be aware that there are many different styles of boards. So there's like camper boards, there's rocker boards, there's rocker camper, there's like all mountain, and there's boards for different like areas that you may live in, or mountains that you go to. So if you live in an area that will get a lot of snow, then you would want a powder board probably in your collection of boards at some point in time. And powder boards usually have like a point, and then at the end it's kind of like an arrow. They kind of look like arrows, and those boards are meant for, put this button down. Those boards are meant for powder, so they'll go through that a lot easier. There's boards that are for like all mountains, so you can ride them. They're good in powder, they're good on groomers, they're good for parks, like it's a good all mountain board. There's park boards. This Talon Scout is considered a camber, but it's also considered like it does really well in the park. It's very forgiving, so when you land, like, I have to show you. So see how this board has like a slant here and then like a really sharp edge? That's the carving edge. And so this board's carving edge is really forgiving when I land jumps, especially, and it's not super like it doesn't correct me super fast. I don't know if any of this is making any sense. For people that snowboard, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and then there's like boards for like really groomed mountains. So if it rarely snows by you, you can get a snowboard that is like, made for that low snow, man-made snow territory, a little bit harder grounds, a little icier. So yeah, there's a bunch of different things. There's split boards. Those are really intense though. There's so many options. So many options. So many options. But yeah, like I said, I don't have a lot of my gear out, and I also switched a lot of my gear from last year. I gave away a lot of stuff and bought new stuff, so I believe I will be hopefully going boarding sometime in February, like early February. I hope that I can make it. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to go for requesting this, I could talk about snowboarding all day, and I still feel like I didn't get to explain a lot of things, but then I also felt like I was talking too much. But thank you guys for watching.